paying punters at York the other Friday who got wet, many of them for no good reason. Right, Mag 4's heading in, 7-4 late on Maifalki. Medaglia d'Oro at 5-2, 6-1 Busy Street, 7-1 Bar Those, and there are 2 more left to go in at the 1.5 mile start. Iftirak moves in, got a little bit warmed down at the start. Last one coming in, let's go back up and rejoin Ian.
And the final one then, the 1.5 mile start. And it's going to be Medaglia d'Oro. Jack Mitchell, that's it. N ready. They're off. And Mag 4 is 2 or 3 lengths slower than the others to leave the starting gates for this best Premier League odds on Smarket's handicap. Iftirak, Ben Curtis wanted him in front and he succeeded, and they're well strung out already. There'll be 15-20 lengths behind these as they run down the back straight. Medaglia d'Oro in red keeps tabs on the leader. Acapulco is 3 lengths behind those. About 5 lengths away to Mac Polo. It's the green jacket and white sleeves, and Busy Street is about a length behind this. There's also a length and a half or so to Maifalki, best turned out winner, who's last but one, and the rather slow starting Mag 4 in the black and white jacket is the back marker. But they've already passed the mile start, and they continue to be very well strung out. Medaglia d'Oro now, red and white colours. Jack Mitchell has moved past Iftirak in the mauve and purple jacket, and they lead as they move down towards the halfway stage and the end of the back straight. In behind those, Acapulco, David Probert, hoops of black and white on the cap is next, and then Paul Hannigan, green with white sleeves on Mac Polo as they make the bottom turn. The noseband Busy Street, who was 3rd in the race 12 months ago. Alistair Rawlinson is holding 5th position at the moment, and then comes Richard Kingscote with Maifalki. The hooped cap is just ahead of Mag 4, Jason Hart in black and white colours. Moving into the home straight then, and they can see now the last half mile. Medaglia d'Oro stretching on in front, couple of lengths ahead. In second place is Iftirak, the white face of Acapulco is next, and this trio, well, most of the way they've been clear of the others, and they're still some way ahead of them now. Mac Polo is in 4th, and then Maifalki and Busy Street, and behind those is Mag 4. They're heading down now towards the final quarter mile. Medaglia d'Oro on the right in the red and white colours, having to be ridden along. They went hard early on in this. He's still in front though. Iftirak has buckled and is way behind. Mac Polo and the noseband of Busy Street are the ones trying to get through to Medaglia d'Oro. They've still got 4 lengths to make up. Maifalki is coming there against the running rail. Medaglia d'Oro though is out in front. He's getting tired. The question is, will Maifalki catch him? And the answer is yes. Maifalki led very late to beat Medaglia d'Oro. Busy Street 3rd again. Mac Polo in 4th.
Maifalki regains the winning thread under Richard Kingscote for trainer Jason Ward, running down the pace-setting Medaglia d'Oro. Very close to the line, agonising for Medaglia d'Oro and his supporters, but Maifalki defies top weight and takes this off a mark of 79 in what was a strongly run and slightly strange race to watch.
It was, wasn't it? From the stalls, they were very quickly strung out, despite sort of, I mean, they were pressing on a little bit up front, but you still don't usually see them that strung out after a furlong. But that patient ride on Maifalki has paid dividends, hasn't it? No one rides this track better than Richard Kingscote, and double on the day for him.
Yeah, seemed to good effect once again at Haydock, coming from last over a quarter mile out. This really was agonising viewing if you're on Medaglia d'Oro, because he was a sitting shot inside the last furlong.
Yeah, he's worked really hard to see them off up front, hasn't he? And he's shot clear really, and it's only very late on that he's been pegged back. But strong finish from Maifalki. He's been in good form for a while, this horse, and picks back up on the back of a defeat at York last time out, and it's his first win over this far. He's really seen the trip out strongly, hasn't he?
Take it from the start and just see again just how quickly they were strung out, with Iftirak pushing the early pace along. I wonder if he spent the first couple of furlongs down the back straight looking for a fence.
He looked that way, didn't he? He was certainly exuberant with how he'd gone about things. You can see where the winner comes from. He's dropped right out the back along with Busy Street, who's run a nice race for New Connections today, he's kept on from off the pace.
Something to work with there, I think, the Busy Street, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah, he's run well. He was third in this race last year, and you know, he stuck his head down, kept galloping, and I'm sure there'll be races to be won with him. He's run a nice race for his first start for a while today.
You might have thought at this stage this could just be the sort of race, the way it's being run, that will fall into Magfor's lap, but it wasn't to be.
No, and his losing run is stretching up now, isn't it? He's starting to become very difficult and tricky, and obviously Eric told us earlier on today that he was quietly confident of a good run from him, and it's just not quite happening for whatever reason. But I do think that is sort of attitude related, really, and he keeps on dropping in the weights. He's becoming frustrating.
Marco Polo had his chance in the straight, didn't he? Did he carry his head to one side, or am I being a bit harsh?
I think he does, doesn't he? He's still not won a race, and he had things in his favour today, really, on paper. You know, conditions were there to suit him, and he didn't look as if he was putting everything in, that's for sure. But you can see the sort of freewheeling style that Medalla d'Oro's got, and I mean, with the way that he's gone clear, you have to sort of think he may have done a little bit too much too soon, because they were soon strung out. He's pressed on quite a long way out, and you know, the winner's come from so far back with over 2 to run that he's just starting to tread water, isn't he, Medalla d'Oro?
He is. It's difficult in a jockey situation, isn't it? Because those margins are so fine, and if you're in front and those two are not taking you any further into the race,
you've got to go.
You've got to go, haven't you?
Yeah, you have.